Come in.
Hi, Dr. Page.
Hi.
Cassandra with ADP.
Nice to see you.
Nice
How are
to
you
see
doing
you as
today?
well.
Have a seat,
Good.
please.
Oh, thank you. And is there anyone else you want to be included in this meeting today?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so for this meeting, I'm basically going to ask you a few questions about your business, get to know your business, and kind of what kind of need ADP could possibly fill for you.
Mhm.
Okay. Is it okay if I take notes?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. So I know you agreed to meet with me for 15 minutes, and I know you're very busy, so I want to go ahead and stick to that time frame. Is that okay?
Absolutely, sure.
Okay, great. Then let's get started.
Okay.
All right. For just to get an idea of your business, how many locations do you currently have?
We have 2 locations right now. We've one in Noonan and we've one in Peachtree City.
Okay. And when was the last location opened?
Over the last year or so.
Okay. So you have 2 locations, and how many employees at each?
We have 20 at Noonan and 15 at Peachtree City.
Okay. And do you see any possibility of growth or expansion in the future?
We'd like to grow to a 3rd location if we can.
Oh, okay.
We've just, we've come into some. There's just some things we'd like to clear up before we move to a new location, just to make sure that we've got the financial capacity for it, and sort of where ADP comes in. That's one of our issues has been payroll.
Okay, great. And who currently handles your payroll system?
Well, my wife currently handles it as on a part-time basis. She doesn't work full-time hours.
Okay.
We have three kids, and so that takes up quite a bit of her time.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about how your payroll process works.
Well, unfortunately, it's pretty time-consuming right now. We're using an off-the-shelf Microsoft Dynamics software, and so my wife is literally using manual time cards, and it's taking her a few minutes per time card to punch each of the all the information in for each person, and so it can take a few hours monthly just to make sure all of our payroll records are up to date, on top of all the other things she's doing administratively at both places and taking care of our kids.
And is she also handling employee information and paid time off and that kind of thing too?
Absolutely. She's having to keep track of all of those things.
So it gets a little time consuming and a little overwhelming for a part-time job.
Absolutely. She's pretty much a payroll coordinator that's working part-time.
Oh, okay. I'm handling payroll. Are there a lot of errors since it's more manual as opposed to automated?
Quite a few, and it's just one person, so just one set of eyes looking at everything. So, and that there've been a lot more, or not a lot more, but there've been quite a few clerical errors, and especially more since we've gotten bigger.
Okay, so your main concern with the payroll system would be something that would be less time consuming and more reliable.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely, something that would save a lot more time, less time consuming, but more secure and more reliable for sure.
Right. Okay. And you said that you're interested in opening a 3rd office.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And about how much currently are you spending on your payroll system?
Well, about $1,500 a year to keep it up. We're having to, update software and keep ourselves current with the current model, the current edition of the software. Any upgrades or anything like that we need.
Okay, and this is handled by your wife as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Definitely something that's a little bit more efficient, a little bit more user friendly, and something while at the same time getting not necessarily a deal, but affordable as well. Something that's affordable as well, because we want to be able to have the money to run our new location.
Okay, and is this the reason why you have is expansion the reason that you would be cutting back on costs and not hiring someone to do payroll full time?
Yes,
right.
Yes, that would be something that we've kind of wrestled with, is whether or not we want to hire a full-time person, but that would take a significant amount out of our budget currently to operate a 3rd location.
Right. Okay. And your wife does handle other employee information as well, such as pay time off and leave of absences.
Right. Exactly. Pretty much anything that has to do with payroll and the payroll period, she has a hand in, or she oversees.
Okay. As far as other bank administration, staying up to date with the IRS, about how long does it take to do tax administration on your payroll?
Well, quite a bit of time. It takes my wife an hour to 2 hours every month just to do a bank reconciliation. It's a fair amount of time on a sort of monthly and quarterly basis. At least a few hours each quarter putting together filings. You have to take care of our W-2s and our W-3s. Anytime we filed anything incorrectly, tax penalties. So quite a bit goes into it, and it's certainly a few hours of work each month.
Right.
For
okay.
just one person.
And have there ever been any problems with that?
Well, we've run into minor issues, but issues that were fine nonetheless, just headaches that we don't want to have to deal with. expanded quite a bit in the last few years, or in the last year or so, and the payroll, all the activities that have to do with payroll, become really overwhelming.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess just to summarize, your wife is handling all of your payroll system. We're looking into expanding for a new location. And what you're looking for is a payroll system that is going to be cost efficient, reliable, and user friendly. Does that sound about right?
Absolutely. If it's something that we could pay some sort of monthly rate or upfront rate, it's less than hiring a human being, that would be helpful.
Okay. Is there anything else that you wanted to go over in this meeting?
No, I just really would like to get the payroll situation figured out and see what kind of options ADP can offer us.
Okay, great. Well, sounds good. Then who else did you say is involved in your payroll system and would possibly be in the next meeting with us?
It's just, if anybody else would come in, it would just be me and my wife, because pretty much I'm the one who signs off and she's the one who puts everything together.
Okay, great. Well, then I would love to set up a time to meet in the future, possibly go into what ADP can do for you, if that would be okay.
Okay, wonderful. Let me have my assistant give you a shout, and we can set something up.
Sounds fantastic. Thank you so much for meeting with me.
All right. Thanks, Cassandra.
Have a great day.
Good night.